Und ich darf aufstellen Talmid im Harbe. Und die gerät kam von ihm Baruch. Als jeder stellt zu 100 Talmid, 1000 Talmid. Auf Dalle Talmid, die bald was kommen sein mit ihm.
The Rebbe's vision is the cornerstone of the school. The mission statement itself is a direct reflection of the Rebbe's goals, that you are committed to Torah, no matter what you do, but that you are committed to the community. It's not just about yourself personally, and that you continue to learn and teach.
The school is called Hebrew Academy Community School. By design, the word community reflects the fact that not only is it open for every single Jewish child, regardless of where they're coming from, but it also reflects our desire to be part of the community. Judaism can be summed up in 6 words: learn it, love it, live it. And that has been part of the goal of our educational system, that what we learn has to be taught in such a way that the children love it, not just love that they are learning, but love what they are learning: science, math, Torah, history, and then to live it. And then to take what they've learned and bring it to the streets, whether in their own lives, their families' lives, or in the community lives.
We look at each child as an individual, and we try to bring each individual child to his or her potential.
You go to school for 3 reasons. Number 1, you go to school to learn what it means to be a productive Jewish citizen of the world. Number 2, you learn the ability to learn. And number 3, you gain the desire to learn. And when we created our curriculum, we said, what can we do to make kids want to learn? And therefore we added contests, and therefore we added fun components to learning, and we added a relationship to learning, both with the teachers themselves as role models, as well as with the things that they were learning.
I do not believe that we can keep our kids insulated once they grow up. They're going to be out there. Our students are going into a world where technology is the norm. We expect our children to be part of the world. We don't expect that most of them will be secluded somewhere. So we have to teach them how to be part of that world. So the students see it as a Jewish way of life to use these things for holiness and for the right purposes and to increase the exposure to Torah. So the standards that we expect in Torah learning have to be as rigorous as the standards that we expect in secular studies learning. The values that we find in Torah have to come across to secular studies, and there has to be that constant interchange.
The reason why our children are successful in the traditional areas of education is because they have so many other areas by which to strengthen their mind. So instead of learning math alone, which is a logic, Talmud is another kind of logic, a divine logic, but it's logic. And therefore, the child, if you're trying to teach the child to think logically, give them more opportunities to do so. If you want the child to understand history, instead of just learning American history, give them Jewish history. All of a sudden, history comes alive because it's the history of their own people. Expose your child to more, not expose your child to less. Will the child remember every single fact? That has never been the goal of education. It's to make our children into thinkers. Give them the opportunity to exercise their brain in as many ways as possible.
We want to make sure that when someone graduates, no matter where they end up, that those things that they learned, it'll resonate with them when they have to make choices when they're 20 and when they're 30. The Jewish component is a solid part of their decision-making process. I don't only learn how to read, I also learn how to make good choices.
Teachers are on the front line. They're the ones that interact with students every single day. Then you can hire people and say, be nice. Or you can hire nice people. You can hire people and say, teach. Or you can hire teachers, educators. It's in their blood. It's in their life. Many of our teachers have been with us for many, many years. They've watched their lives change. They've watched their students' lives change, and they wouldn't do anything else. This is what they want to do, almost as if this was what they were born to do.
Our goal was not to limit ourselves based on where you're coming from, based on what your religious background or your religious philosophy is. Because we did believe to build a community, or to build any Jewish child's future knowledge, if we're only going to take kids who already have a background, then we're defeating the purpose.
The Hebrew Academy has been able to address education on a family level. This past year, for instance, we're very fortunate we were able to partner with Kohelet, and it provided with other organizations, both Yeshiva University and JLI, opportunities for parents to come and learn about Judaism, for parents to understand what's involved in learning from our point of view. That learning is about acquiring skills, ideas, values, and parents have come back to me already in the classes and said, I sincerely appreciate the process of learning that I never had with another school.
Everybody has to learn more than where they started from. I'm at point A, the goal is to move to point B and then to point C. And if you're already at C, the goal is to move to point D. So we felt we could do that we can move people along on the continuum.
But you know that learning is the key to life's problems or life's questions. You begin to look to Torah and to the values of Torah as the key to finding answers in your own life. We've always tried to have that passion, that excitement, and that knowledge that Torah, Judaism, religion provides keys not to only getting 100 on your test, but to getting 100 on your life. In the world of education, truly, Hebrew Academy stands at the pinnacle.